Welcome to CSEGURU. In this session, we will discuss the next example to implement assignment problem using branch and bound technique. Solve the following job assignment problem using branch and bound technique. So here they have given job and persons in matrix form. What is assignment problem? So job assignment problem is nothing but assign one job to one person such that the main constraint here is the cost of completing all the jobs should be minimum. Okay. And this problem we are going to implement using branch and bound technique by constructing the state space tree. So here the first step is we will compute the initial lower bound value. So how we will compute the initial lower bound value? Take minimum value of each row and add them. We will get the initial lower bound value. So here in the first row minimum value is 3. So this minimum value we have to take it. Second row minimum value is 4. Third row minimum value is 2. Okay. So here the initial lower bound value we will get here is 9. And this will be considered as the initial stage in the state space tree, that is level 0. So this is the initial state space tree and its lower bound value here is 9. This will be considered as level 0 state space tree. Okay. So with this initial node, we will construct the next level state space tree by considering person A. That is, assign first job to person A and compute the lower bound value. Then assign second job to person A and compute the lower bound value. Then assign third job to person A and compute the lower bound values. So now we have computed 3 lower bound values with job 1, job 2 and job 3 assigned to person A. Among these 3 lower bound values, which is the least lower bound value, that particular job we will assign to person A. That is, we will fix the job to person A. Okay. Next step, consider person B among the remaining jobs. Okay. One job we have assigned to person A. Among the remaining jobs, any 2 jobs will be remaining. Those 2 jobs we will assign to person B and we will check the lower bound value in the same way. Okay. Likewise, the procedure continues. So next step is consider person A. Assign various jobs to person A and compute the lower bound values. So here, assign first job to person A. So if you are assigning first job to person A, its cost is 9. So the same row, same column, you should not assign to any other person. Then the remaining second row and third row, which is minimum, that cost we will take it. 4 is minimum and here 2 is minimum. So here the lower bound is 15. Okay. Next, assign second job to person A. Its cost is 3. So the same row, same column, you should not assign to any other person. So the remaining cost for B, if you are considering, the least one is 4 and for C row, least one is 2. Okay. And here the lower bound we will get it as 9. Okay. Next, assign third job to person A. Its cost is 4. So the same row, same column, you should not assign to any other person. For B, the remaining cost is 7 and 8. In that minimum is 7. For C, the remaining cost is 10 and 5. In that minimum cost is 5. So here the lower bound value we will get it as 16. So among these 3 lower bound values, which one is least? Lower bound value with 9 is least. Okay. So assign second job to person A. Okay. Fix second job to person A. Okay. So with this, we will construct the next level state space tree, that is level 1. Next, construct the level 1 state space tree by assigning first job to person 1 and its lower bound value is 15. Second job to person 1 and its lower bound value is 9. Third job to person, second job here. Third job to person A and second job to person A and third job to person A and its lower bound value is 16. So among these 3 lower bound values, the most promising node here is least lower bound value node. That is, assigning job number 2 to person A and its lower bound is 9. Okay, so this we will choose it. So with this node, we will construct the next level state space tree by considering person B. So for person B, assign first job and compute the lower bound value. Then assign third job and compute the lower bound value. Because second job already we have assigned to person E. Okay. So consider person B next. Assign various jobs to person B by leaving job number 2. Because job number 2 we have assigned to person A and compute the lower bound values. So here for person A, second job is fixed and its cost is 3. Okay. So for person B, assign job number 1. Its cost is 7. So same row, same column, you should not assign any other job to any other person. Then if you are considering person C, in the sense only one job is remaining, that is 2. Okay, only one possibility. That is job number 3 with cost 2. So if you are considering the lower bound value, it is 12. Next, assign third job to person B. So its cost is 4. So same row, same column, you should not assign to any other person. So only left out job for C is job number 1 and its cost is 10. So here the lower bound value we will get it as 17. So among these two lower bound values, 12 is the least one. So assign job number 1 to person B. And finally, only one job is left out. So assign job number 3 to person C. Then we got the solution. Okay. And its lower bound is 12. So with this, we will construct the next level state space tree. So now for person B, this will be considered as level 2. Okay. Since we are combining for person C also, this will be considered as level 2 and 3. Okay. So for person B, assign job number 1. Okay. So if you are assigning job number 1 in the sense for person C, obviously job number 3 is available. Only one left out. And its lower bound value is nothing but 12. And for person B, if you are assigning job number 3. And for person C, obviously job number 1. Okay. So here the lower bound value is 17. So obviously lower bound value 12 we will consider it, since this will be considered as the most promising node. Okay. And we got the solution now. Right. So here our solution is, for person A we will assign job number 2. For person B we will assign job number 1. And for person C we will assign job number 3. And the lower bound we will get it as 12. Okay. So the cost for completing all the jobs is 12. So this is the least one. Okay. And we got the solution. So this is the procedure to implement assignment problem using branch and bound technique with the help of the construction of state space tree. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.